Right now at 10, an overnight shooting in downtown La Crosse. The suspects in custody and what police believe sparked the whole thing. And why a congressman is calling a Sparta facility the future of American education. Plus, a festival in its 55th year. It is officially June Dairy Days in West Salem. We've got a look at some of the sights and sounds. The news at 10 starts now.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Two people are in custody after a shooting in downtown La Crosse. It happened around midnight last night on 4th Street. Justin Damon Ty Smith and Kaylee Jo Berg are accused of shooting at least one victim. Now, according to a release, Smith allegedly got out of a car Berg was driving and fired at victims before fleeing the scene. One person suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police are calling this an isolated and targeted incident. They believe an earlier confrontation sparked the shooting. It is a $1 million cash bond for the suspect in an attempted La Crosse homicide. 28-year-old Deontay Booth in La Crosse County Court today. He is accused of shooting his ex-girlfriend in the face May 15th. Police found him around 5 p.m. yesterday at the Econo Lodge on the city's north side. Booth is charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide. He has several prior felony burglary convictions. Meanwhile, 27-year-old Tia Fink is charged with helping Booth hide from police. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office has some new tech that it says will help solve crimes. Deputies have installed 6 license plate recognition cameras around the county. The company Flock Safety makes them. They capture license plate images and send a real-time alert to authorities when a stolen car or a wanted suspect is detected. They do not capture people or faces. A department release did not share the cost of the cameras. Sheriff Waldera calling the cams in a statement a cost-effective and highly valuable tool to solve crime and protect communities with modern technology. Well, a win for Trempealeau residents. WSDOT is adjusting its plan to replace bridges on Highway 35 between Holmen and Trempealeau. One lane of traffic will always be open during the work. Initial plans had WSDOT closing both lanes. Residents had said that would damage the local economy and increase emergency response times to the area. State Representative Steve Doyle says he spoke with the DOT and the governor about the issue, but that's not what ultimately got the job done here.
But I think that the biggest impact of all was the over 100 people that showed up at the public information meeting. I think that that really sent a message, and to their credit, the DOT officials listened.
Construction is expected to start in 2027. Congressman Derek Van Orden in Sparta today touting technical education. He toured the public safety training facility at Western Technical College. Van Orden says these facilities are the future of American education. So his job in Congress is to help these programs grow.
We need to focus on what makes the country work. It doesn't matter how much money you throw at infrastructure to build bridges if you don't have a welder. It doesn't matter what you think your quality of life is going to be if your plumbing doesn't work. Well, that doesn't come from a degree in poetry. It comes from a man or woman going to trade school and working hard.
Western Technical College provides hands-on training for students pursuing careers in things like law enforcement, emergency medical services, and fire safety. An Iowa senator drawing criticism tonight for comments made during a town hall. Senator Joni Ernst met constituents for a discussion on the president's budget bill that passed the House last week and now sits in the Senate. Ernst repeated Republican claims that reductions to Medicaid in the bill are a result of kicking illegal immigrants off the program. Some voters loudly disagreed and said the bill would do damage to vulnerable Americans depending on that care.
When you are arguing about illegals that are receiving Medicaid benefits, 1.4 million, 1.4, they are not eligible, so they will be coming off. So people are not, well, we all are going to die.
The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office has not confirmed that 1.4 million number. Now, people living in the U.S. illegally are not eligible to receive Medicaid benefits. Ernst is correct there, other than for emergency medical services. And those emergency medical services account for less than 1% of all Medicaid spending. Ahead of Pride Month, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers is raising the pride flag over the Wisconsin state capitol. Wisconsin's Progress Pride flag includes additional stripes representing LGBTQ people of color, the transgender community, and those affected by HIV/AIDS. This is the 7th year Evers has kicked off Pride Month with a flag raising ceremony.
Wisconsin has always led the way in the fight for LGBT liberty and equality. We sure as heck will not turn back now.
Now, today's action comes as state Republicans have written a bill that would ban most flags except the U.S. and Wisconsin flags from government buildings. Toma Health breaking ground today on a major hospital expansion. The project adds about 9,500 square feet to the current hospital on Gopher Drive. It includes a conference room and a simulation lab.
Quite frankly, in certain departments, outgrown our space. And in order to further enhance clinical services and expand in areas that are core to the building, we need to shift some things out of the main buildings.
Non-clinical offices will be relocated to the new addition, which is expected to be completed in about 10 months. Well, temperature-wise, pretty darn comfortable on this Friday. We did have some of those air quality issues going on, but nothing too rough. But that all a product, of course, of the Canadian wildfire smoke.
Yes, and it is a season for that. We had a lot of those issues last summer, and we're starting the summer off with those same issues. Luckily, though, a lot of that surface smoke has moved out of the area, as it typically does as we go into the overnight period. Still holding on to air quality alerts throughout the entire states of Minnesota and Wisconsin going into early tomorrow morning. This will likely be extended for portions of the area, more likely near and around the Mississippi River Valley and west of the river. As we go into the night flight, we see that there were a few scattered showers passing through the area as a cold front dipped down into the state. That's really doing some wonders on that surface smoke as well, really pushing it off to the west. So most of us will be out of the clear for surface smoke tomorrow. However, we're still looking at seeing some hazier skies. Overnight lows tonight staying fairly mild in the mid-50s out there, and then going into your tomorrow. Again, apart from those hazy skies, we're actually going to have mostly sunny conditions. That smoke could make a slight impact on our temperatures, but it's still looking like we'll already be towards that 70-degree mark by the noon hour. So another very nice start to the weekend apart from the haze, but that always makes for pretty sunsets and sunrises. So that's one good thing to take out of it.
Yeah, a little silver lining there.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, Nicole. Well, a local Wisconsin company got the spotlight at Walmart this morning. Silver Spring Foods showcased its locally made products at the Eau Claire Supercenter as part of National Small Business Month. This event is part of Walmart's Grow with U.S. initiative. It helps small businesses expand their American-made products nationwide.
So we started out very small in a regional capacity, and our product has proven to be successful in the Walmart system. And we've been able to expand now into over 4,000 Walmarts.
Silver Spring Foods is based in Eau Claire and has been making horseradish and other condiments for more than 95 years. And Eau Claire is the best place to live in Wisconsin. That's according to U.S. News. The report has the city coming in at 49th in the country and 1st in Wisconsin. La Crosse, meanwhile, placed 10th best place to live in the state. Madison following closely behind at 11. West Salem kicked off the summer with the start of June Dairy Days. The annual small-town tradition every first weekend of June is all about celebrating dairy farmers. The three-day event has music, food, games, and rides. We asked some local kids what their favorite part of the weekend is.
I like to do tractor pulls and win trophies. We have some ice cream and see the fireworks. And I'm also really excited to stay up late.
I'm with her, ice cream and fireworks. Tomorrow we'll kick off with a fun run and a walk. Admission and parking for June Dairy Days, absolutely free. A Wisconsin man accused of threatening to assassinate the president. The undocumented man's lawyers say Homeland Security is completely wrong. That story next.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Enjoy Monday's 3-2-1 special. $3 off pizza, $2 off pasta, and $1 off our mouth-watering burgers. Plus $6 house margaritas. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
We are hiring. Immediate openings, $26 to $38 per hour. You bring your skills, we supply the opportunities. Interior and exterior modeling, wages based on skills and experience. Benefits include health insurance, life insurance, 3 weeks PTO, 6 paid holidays, retirement, FSA, no weekends. The Board Store is a family-owned, veteran-owned, faith-based company serving the community for over 35 years with quality products, superior workmanship, and fair prices. Come and join our team.
Here's to the Farm and Fleet dads, the ones who take pride in a job well done, the ones who make the most of every moment and still take the time to pass it on. At Blaine's, we're here to make this Father's Day special with gifts for one-of-a-kind dads at prices that'll make them proud. Like men's work and sport pocket tees, just $10.99, $120 off this DeWalt trimmer blower kit. Plus, Blaine's gift cards make the perfect gifts. Find the value you need to make this Father's Day special. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Enjoy Monday's 3-2-1 special. $3 off pizza, $2 off pasta, and $1 off our mouth-watering burgers. Plus $6 house margaritas. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Earlier this week, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem claimed an undocumented immigrant wrote a letter threatening to assassinate President Trump. Today, attorneys and advocates for that migrant demanding Noem clarify and correct her allegation. Tom Foreman takes a look into the claims.
It is time Donald J. Trump get what he has coming. I will self-deport, but not before I shoot your precious president in the head. The words are plain and poisonous in the letter mailed to ICE. And for Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem, proof enough to arrest the supposed author, Ramon Morales Reyes. Thanks to our ICE officers, she wrote, this illegal alien who threatened to assassinate President Trump is behind bars. But hold on. Even though the letter talks about shooting the president at a rally, as happened last year, advocates for Morales Reyes says Homeland Security is being duped and he's being framed.
He's just as shocked as any of us about these allegations.
His family insists the 54-year-old immigrant is a hard-working family man who doesn't really speak English, can barely write Spanish, and has nothing to do with the menacing note. Police agree. Sources familiar with the case tell CNN Morales Reyes was the victim of an assault and robbery, and this looks like an attempt to get him deported before he can testify about the attack.
He was a victim of a crime. He reported it to the authorities, has cooperated with investigation and ongoing prosecution in that case, and is continuing to be a witness in that case.
Secretary Noem, what is habeas corpus?
The handling of his case by the feds could be another black eye for Secretary Noem, who is facing sharp accusations that the administration is at times ignoring the law and evidence to speed up deportations. And even when mistakes are found, such as when that undocumented migrant living in Maryland was sent to prison in El Salvador, digging in.
He will never live in the United States of America again.
For now, it is unclear what comes next for Morales Reyes or those closest to him.
This false claim, has now had the consequence that the family, feels that their lives are being threatened.
Homeland Security is pushing hard on the idea that Morales Reyes repeatedly entered the country illegally and must be removed no matter what. However, Secretary Noem seems to have now stopped claiming he ever had ideas about attacking the president. The president, meanwhile, meeting steelworkers in Pennsylvania, touting a deal between U.S. Steel and Japan's Nippon Steel. In front of a crowd, Trump announcing he's going to double the tariff rate on steel.
We're going to bring it from 25% to 50%, the tariffs on steel into the United States of America, which will even further secure the steel industry in the United States.
The increase could further push up prices for the metal used to make housing, autos, and other goods. Earlier today, Trump hosting a farewell news conference for Elon Musk, the billionaire getting out of Doge after serving as a special government employee, a role that has a limit of 130 days in a year. The president says Musk may continue as an unofficial advisor. Still to come, a time when less is literally more. Why airlines appear to be squeezing the wallets of customers flying solo.
And while we saw some increase in smoke this afternoon, we're still looking at seeing it pool over into your Saturday. I'll have all the details on when we could say goodbye to the hazy skies coming up right after break.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
I've been an electrician for over 20 years, and I work in solar because these jobs pay well. I'm a Republican, but now I'm seeing Republicans in Washington trying to eliminate jobs like mine.
Congressman Derek Van Orden just voted to cut clean energy production. It'll kill thousands of jobs in our state, all to give the super rich another tax cut.
Congressman, you turned your back on us. That's not leadership. That's selling us out.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in. Trade it in. The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in. Trade it in. If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in.
Trade it in. At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale. Trade it in.
May is Better Hearing Month. Come in for your free, no obligation hearing exam at the Better Hearing Center. It's always easier to get help sooner rather than later. You adapt easier when you're younger.
I think some of the big things people will say is, why did I wait so long? It was easy and I'm really enjoying the things that I used to again. The family's happier, and they're enjoying their life again. May is Better Hearing Month, so come in for your free hearing screening at Better Hearing Center.
Hey, Dominic here to ask, do you love salt but need to cut back on all that sodium? Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing is the answer and is recommended by doctors and dietitians for those on low sodium diets. It tastes like regular salt but with so much less sodium. Use it just like your table salt. Great on corn on the cob, tomatoes, watermelon, and yeah, you could even use it on French fries and everything else you love to salt. Be sure to get your Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing and 40 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Get out of here.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
A Minnesota travel writer says airlines are charging more for less. Kyle Potter is executive editor of the online publication Thrifty Traveler. He bought a ticket to Newark this summer for about $200. But when he bumped the booking from 1 to 2 passengers, the price went down $50. Potter says Delta, United, and American are all doing this. Now, Delta told our Twin Cities affiliate their pricing structure is not new, but hours later started reversing course.
I think there just needs to be more accountability, and I don't know that that's something that individual travelers out there can achieve.
Potter believes airlines are doing this because most solo travelers fly for business and will just expense the ticket. Well, comfortable temperatures to start your Friday, but this weekend we might be flirting with some 80s, maybe even 90 degrees. Let's get the details from Nicole.
Yes, it looks like the first 90 is just over the horizon, and it's just on time too, because we're really starting to get into June now as we go into Sunday. So really not totally out of the question to start seeing a couple 90-degree days there. I'm not a huge fan of the heat, but if you're like me and you're not excited to see our first 90, looks like it's going to cool down pretty quickly as we go into the second half of next week. So let's start with tonight and tomorrow. We had those hazy skies lingering throughout the afternoon and evening. We're still looking at an abundant amount of smoke, mainly over the upper Midwest. If we take a closer view, though, we see that cold front that's been lingering off into northeastern Wisconsin. As we go into tomorrow, it's going to be doing some hard work at edging some of that smoke out. but it has something working against it, and that's going to be another wave of smoke coming in the afternoon. Keep in mind, this is smoke aloft in the air above us, so not all of this is going to have the opportunity to reach the surface, and really most of it doesn't really look like it's going to. So what this will give us is mostly hazy skies out there, but as for air quality, it's looking like we will be in the mostly clear. Sensitive groups might want to still stay clear or at least pay attention to those symptoms. Otherwise, as we go into tomorrow morning, apart from maybe some lower amounts of surface smoke closer to the Mississippi River Valley, that really moves on out in the afternoon. And there you can see the cold front making its work, kind of stalls out off into the west. That's where you can really see the boundary stalling out, where more concentrated amounts of surface smoke lingers into central Minnesota. But again, in our area, really not seeing a whole lot out there, so maybe just some hazier skies, but air quality looking like it'll be a little bit better than it was today. So the highs for tomorrow then as well, looking a tad bit above average, a little bit warmer than we were today. However, that smoke could maybe make a few degree impact on our high temperatures. Really not looking at seeing too much though. Still looking to get close to 80 degrees in La Crosse, 79 for your high in Eau Claire. Then going into Sunday, still getting a little bit warmer. So a very nice, somewhat seasonable weekend ahead of us. Another mostly dry weekend ahead of us as well. We're really getting lucky this past few weekends. 84 for your high on Sunday in both La Crosse and Eau Claire. And then if we look even further ahead, that's when we see our 90 coming in. That's coming on Monday. Our average this time of year is sitting at 77, so really seeing an 80. We're really not that far above average. It's actually pretty much near normal. 91 though, it's quite a ways above average. We're getting around 10 to 15 degrees above average as we go into Monday, but then as you can see, dipping down pretty quickly, already back to near normal as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. When do we normally see this weather start to come in though? It feels a little bit early, maybe, but it's actually pretty much on time. First 90-degree day that we've ever recorded on record in La Crosse, April 10th. That's definitely early, but if we go on average, we typically see our first 90-degree day just after the first week of June, and June 1st is on Sunday, so we'll probably be a week ahead of time, but still nothing out of the ordinary. Latest we've ever had was August 15th, way back in 1950. Really had to hold on for that one, but actually there's been 6 years on record where we didn't see 90 at all this summer, and it really is not looking like we're going to have one of those summers this year. We at least have one 90-degree day under our belts coming up on Monday. Could be some widespread 90s as well, but again, we cool off pretty quickly. By Tuesday, we have some showers and thunderstorms moving in, and that'll really start to funnel in some more near normal temperatures across the area.
All right, so a brief blip of 90.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Thanks, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, who's state-bound? Area track stars competing around Wisconsin for a trip to UWL next week. Highlights from D3 sectionals in Bangor, plus results from D1 and 2. Jacob is next.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now.
As my go-to guy, can you fix my smartphone?
Yes.
Do you have car batteries?
Yeah.
What about golf cart batteries?
Of course.
Battery from a G-Fob?
Absolutely.
My boat?
Huge variety.
Toy boat?
Sure.
Motorcycles?
You bet.
My apartment building?
Whole building.
Do you have batteries for my party lights?
Yeah.
Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Suncast provides high quality, low maintenance, and easy to assemble storage solutions. Protect patio cushions and other outdoor accessories with a Suncast deck box. Only $69.99 after rebate. Whether you're a bird enthusiast or simply enjoy the sight and sounds of nature, our Enchanted Garden Wild Bird Food Blends will keep birds coming back. Get this 20-pound bag of Cardinal Mix for $14.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's time to visit Jolivet Family Farms. 8 greenhouses full of a wide variety of flowers, vegetables, herbs, bulk seeds, and starters, all grown for this climate. Find unique lawn and garden accents, home decor, and accessories. Take home a treat from our scratch-made bakery with cookies, bars, breads, and pies. All this and so much more. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Furnish your home with The Forest at Black River Furniture Outlet, Wisconsin's best priced furniture store. Browse cozy Amish rockers, customizable easy sofas made in Wisconsin, and stunning handmade dining sets on hickory, walnut, aspen, and barnwood. Shop pantries, counter bars, gun cabinets, and more. Style your space this season with our cabin rug collection. Multiple sizes available. Swing by the Bed Shed for rustic bedroom sets, bunk beds, and Amish-made office furniture. Family and veteran-owned. Visit Black River Furniture Outlet this summer.
You got batteries for my side-by-side?
Yes.
Replace my flashlight?
Sure thing. What about my business?
Oh, good one.
100%.
Batteries for my fleet of trucks?
Gas floor scrubbers?
Yes, and fire panels.
We have pallets of batteries.
Well, what about...
As your go-to guy, if it needs a battery, we have it.
Well, that's all you had to say.
Could have led with that.
Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
We are 1 week away from the state track and field championships kicking off right here in La Crosse. And today, trackletes across Wisconsin were trying to punch their ticket into the big meet. Let's go to Bangor. A lot of Division III teams competing. Top 4 from each event advance. Let's start with the girls 4x8 relay. And the CFC Pirates were flying. Macy Hunger, Anna Connect, Addie Dillman, and Paxton Dillman coming in at 9 minutes 43 seconds. You'll be seeing them next week. And the Dillman girls were not done. The 1,600-meter dash, Addie crossing the line in 4:57. Paxton right behind her at 5 minutes flat. Let's go to some field events. Luther's Lauren Wickus clearing 5.2. She would win the high jump and the long jump. Good day for her. Another big day from another night. Jack Schmaling winning the high jump at 6.5 and second in discus with a throw of 168. Boys 110 hurdles. Westby's Zach Bjorkland taking second with a time of 15:34. Girls hurdles. DeSoto's Paisley Aggie takes first. Cashton's Michaela Gooslaw in second. Boys long jump now. Kickapoo Lafarge's Adric Eggie, a top jump of 21.1. He would take second place in long jump and first in the 400. Many more athletes qualifying as well. Be sure to tune in next week for all of the coverage of the state meet right here on News 8. Good problem to have with our graphic for Division I. So many great finishers. We relay just team results for right now. But Onalaska boys take home second place. Holman boys third. Toppers with 3 first-place finishes. Vikes with 2 sectional champions. On the girls' side, Holman takes first and has top scorers in 5 events. Anna taking second with top finishers in 5 events as well. Aquinas boys take second at Durand, Arkansas in team scores. David Onyebor first in triple jump. Declan Gregg winning the mile and 2 mile, and Viroqua's Isaac Pratt the winner in the 400. We'll have links to all those results on our websites. Can't wait to see all those state qualifiers next weekend. Tough one for the Lightning Lacrosse Club as their season comes to an end at the hands of top-seeded Waunakee, but a big congrats to those boys on a record-breaking year. The season has come to a close for the St. Mary's Cardinals after a 6-3 loss earlier today to Randolph-Macon. SMU had the game-tying run at the plate in the 7th, but a ground-out would end the game. St. Mary's finishes their season with a 44-7 record. Congrats to Coach Sheeta and the girls on a great year. Brewers looking to keep things rolling against the best team in the NL. Crew already up 1 in the first. Sal Frelick shoots one into right center field. Jackson Churio will coast home to double the lead. Then in the 5th, first pitch of the outing for Tanner Banks, and while Christian Yelich welcomes him to the game with an Oppo Taco down the left field line. That makes it 5-1 Milwaukee. Then in the 9th, Yelly stays blistering hot at the dish. No doubter down the right field line this time. His 12th multi-home run game as a Brewer. And DL Hall and Quinn Priester with some great work tonight against a tough Phillies offense. Priester was 16 of his 18 outs on the ground. Crew have won 5 straight. Twins beginning a trip out west, taking on Seattle in the battle of 2 teams with a 30-25 record. Mariners are up 4-2 at last check thanks to a 4-run first inning, 3 home runs already in this one. Loggers off to a 3-1 start to the year, facing Bismarck tonight. Good start for La Crosse in this one. It's Ryan Costello going to be up in the first inning with a runner on third. He delivers a shot to right field. Mikey Ryan III trots home to score the first run of the game. But a couple innings later, the home side jumps out in front. 2 outs, down 0-2 in the count, but Ryan Christensen ropes one down the line. That scores a couple, and the Larks would take the lead. And things go from bad to worse very quickly. The next pitch, Frankie Santiago sits on that off-speed pitch, and that one is not coming back. The Loggers fall 10-5. They'll face the Larks tomorrow once again. So hopefully the Loggers can bounce back. They're off to a pretty good start, but the Brewers, man, 5 in a row.
That was fantastic to watch.
That's one of their best wins of the year.
Absolutely. And the way they've been playing, this has been a turning point.
Yes.
Cubbies, watch out.
We're
Brewers
coming.
are coming.
We are coming. The Cubs lost today, and also the Cardinals, I believe, as well.
Excellent.
So
all right.
love to hear
Great
it.
day all around.
Yep.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Jacob.
Ken.
More news right after this.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Time is running out on the Memorial Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's the final weekend of the area's biggest furniture sale. You'll find incredible savings from the biggest names like Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, Stressless, and Daniels Amish. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, special 24-month financing, and even free gas. Store-wide savings you don't want to miss. But you'll have to hurry. It's the final weekend of the Memorial Day sale. It all ends Monday at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Attention, construction workers, carpenters, remodelers. Join the award-winning team of La Crosse's #1 home remodeling company. The Bortsour's growth brings opportunities. Your experience is the key to the respect and rewards you deserve. Immediate openings, $26 to $38 per hour based on skill and experience. Health insurance, life insurance, 3 weeks PTO, 6 paid holidays, retirement, FSA, and no weekends. Apply today in person at 524 Copeland Avenue, online, or use the QR.
Can your floor stand up to this? At Sealands Carpetland, we know how hard your family can be in your home. You need a flooring that can stand up to mud, pets, and a crew like this. Don't sacrifice beauty for function. We'll help you find the perfect flooring to fit your lifestyle and budget. Come in and see our huge selection of luxury vinyl and tile. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley, where our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Summer starts at Hy-Vee. Save on everything you need for your cookouts this Friday through Sunday. Bacon-wrapped sirloins, just $3.99. Hy-Vee pasta, just 88 cents. A pound of fresh strawberries, just $1.98. Pork spare ribs, just $1.99 a pound. Plus, save on Gatorade, Doritos, Hy-Vee baked beans, Pepsi 6-packs, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Today is International Potato Day, and you'd think Idaho might be the place where they go all out. Well, Turkey may have everyone beat. Istanbul's beloved street snack, the supersized kumpir, is no ordinary baked potato. No. Vendors might fill them with spoonfuls of pickled red cabbage to scoops of creamy Russian salad and everything in between. I think I saw some mustard on there. They say an average of 2 to 3 tons of potatoes are consumed each month during peak season. I'd try it. I don't know about Jacob and Nicole, but I'd try it. Speaking of Nicole, she's got a look at your weekend forecast right after this.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to La Crosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Hey, Dominic here. We always get asked, what do you have for burgers? With over 40 blends at our outlet store, we recommend these 4. All-purpose, beef and more, steak and game, and Lena's Ufta. First, you need ground beef, preferably from a local meat shop. Mix in 2 to 3 teaspoons of pleasing per pound, make into patties and grill to your liking. All 4 of these will make great tasting burgers, and they're all low in sodium. Get these seasonings and more at the outlet store. And buying local always tastes better.
From America for America. That's what Ford and Sugarloaf Ford will do for you. Buy like an employee. Pay what I do. It's really that simple. Hi, Mike from Sugarloaf Automotive. Every truck, car, or SUV is included. And if you don't see it, I'll get it for you at no extra charge. So buy like me, the dealer. We'll see you on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Automotive, Winona.
Sugarloaf Ford, Winona.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
May is Better Hearing Month. Come in for your free, no-obligation hearing exam at the Better Hearing Center. It's always easier to get help sooner rather than later. You adapt easier when you're younger.
I think some of the big things people will say is, why did I wait so long? It was easy, and I'm really enjoying the things that I used to again. The family's happier, they're happier, and they're enjoying their life again. May is Better Hearing Month, so come in for your free hearing screening at Better Hearing Center.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to Lacrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
We got a nice warm weekend out there, a little bit of haze, but can't have a perfect weekend, you know, it's almost summer. We're getting there.
That's good. Thanks for joining us, everybody.